study abroad. You want to go for study abroad to USA. I mean, why is that so? Like, why USA?
There are very good opportunities overall for your personality, not only academics. But the thing is, now you will learn because I feel that whatever, even if you do mistakes, you do them so that you can improve.
Hello, everyone. We are here back with another really interesting session, or I would say podcast, with our amazing student. She's Shraddha. Hi, Shraddha. Welcome. Before I welcome you over here, I would want to tell everyone out there that she has scored an overall band score of 8 in IELTS examination. And being your faculty, I'm like way proud of you. So yeah, hi Shraddha, how are you?
I am good. What about you?
Great. I'm also doing pretty much amazing. Thank you so much for asking. Okay, so how has everything been so far?
Well, it's been tough. For me, I have always been scared of unfamiliar places. Oh my God, what is going to happen next? So like, but I have tried to give myself exposure that you
Mm-hmm.
can do this, Shraddha. There's only one life that you have to do this. You don't have to be scared. Or else, there was this one situation that there was this a roller coaster ride, but I was
Mm-hmm.
small, so I was very scared of it.
Mm-hmm.
Till this date, I regret not going to that ride. So I'm like, even if you're scared, just go and do it.
Great. I think that's quite motivating. Okay, so let's start. So let's start with some basic question, and I would love to know your background and your journey. So tell me something about yourself.
Well, I am I have currently passed 12th from Mount Carmel School, Anand Niketan. I am 18 and I live in Delhi. I have a family of five with two elder brothers, and my father is a businessman.
Okay, that's great. Amazing. Quite inspiring. Okay, so there's this one question that, I've kept on hearing from your end, and that is you always say that you love USA or you want to commute to USA or you want to study abroad. You want to go for study abroad to USA. I mean, why is that so? Like, why USA?
Well, I have this dream of going to USA for as long as I can remember. I was just a little child when I visited USA back in 2018. I went to all most of its cities, and I was so in awe with it. I was like, I want to live here, and everybody is teeny tiny bit inspired and want to go visit and live in USA after seeing teen dramas and all, and their livelihood is also very amazing along with great food.
Yeah, I truly get it. I mean, when I was your age, I also used to feel like I used to get intrigued by the dramas, and USA has been a kind of, a dream for, I guess, maximum of people to visit, right? Okay, now that's where we got our answer. Again, another question like, why USA? Why not any other country? Like, we've got UK, we've got Germany, we've got other European countries too for study abroad. Like, why did you choose USA?
Well, other countries are nice, UK, there's all great culture, and Germany and all. But I feel USA has that different kind of vibe that resonates with me. You know, it is very lively, and all those states like New York City. Oh my God! And when I visited back in 2018, my favorite was Orlando and Miami.
Okay, nice, amazing. So yeah, I can see that on your face. I mean, I can assume or I can say that you already are living. It's just that you're not there physically. Okay. So now that you're planning for your post graduation in USA, so again, why you say USA is still your dream? Is it because of the lifestyle, or can we go for something academic? What do you think about how colleges over there deals academically?
Well, USA is known for prestigious universities like
Okay.
Ivy Leagues and other universities the Duke University,
Mm-hmm.
and uh, Boston University.
Yeah.
Well, they are like I was, like scrolling on Insta, and I found like various different programs that were held by Duke University. One was for like you're going to adopt a pet, and then you're gonna like train them, and they'll go and help people like who are visually impaired or physically like cannot walk and all. So it was like I kind of dreamt of being there, and I was like, oh my god, I'm going to nurture a puppy, and it is going to go and help others. So it was very inspiring. There are very like good opportunities like overall for your whole personality, not only academics.
Got it, got it. So yeah, I think I got my answer. Great, amazing. And yeah, so I guess your plan for studying in USA during your graduation did not happen. What kept you still motivated to continue chasing the dream?
Since I was a child, I have like, you can say that I'm kind of like a ziddy person. If I want something, I will do anything like in like what I can do
In my power.
in my power to achieve it,
Uh,
because like like if I give up, then I will be like letting myself only down. Like that's something
Not
that
your
Shraddha would
personality.
do.
Okay, great, amazing, amazing. Okay, so as far as what I remember, you said that speaking was one of your major impediment when you were preparing for your IELTS examination. I mean, so like, why was speaking difficult for you?
Well, like I have, stage fright, and like I kind of get nervous, speaking on the spot. Like I have participated in many discussions, and like I have been an MC. But the thing is, like even after all that, I was still hesitant. I was like, what if I mess up? What if I say something wrong? Or what if I just it was very like it got up in my head. But like I tried to give my own self exposure. I joined MUNs, give speeches, and like teeny teeny bit steps, and I thought like थोड़ा थोड़ा तो ठीक ठीक हुआ है, but like कभी कभी तो होता ही है, I mean.
I truly get it. So you're saying that everything, whatever you were struggling with, like eventually you've got a help, like a better help, I guess so, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So during your IELTS preparation, when did you start feeling confident, fluent, and when did you start feeling like, yeah, I've got the milestone, I've got success in my modules which I was struggling?
We say that you're on your own, kid, like, but sometimes we do really need a push. So like while I was preparing with physics wala's team, so like I when I used to like finish speaking for like a particular topic, I used to feel, oh my god, I did not do well. But the thing is, like you would like compliment me like that I spoke good, and I was like, did I? Oh my god, yeah. So like it gave me that confidence that I should not doubt myself, that whatever I'm saying, it is like out of my best abilities.
Exactly. So that's the reason I used to compliment, is because, I believe instead of pointing tiny things out, oh, you did wrong this, you did wrong here, it's better to boost the confidence on the first place. Then I can focus on what needs to be improved, because eventually you guys are dealing with language, and language comes with mistakes. So we cannot even like, we cannot speak properly Hindi. Like we usually tend to speak a blend of Hindi and English majorly, right? So it's like you're dealing with the language, so mistake comes with it. And with this, because you guys are dealing with an examination at the same time, so yeah, compliments are meant to be there. So I believe, yeah, that's something I really loved about your confidence, and I think that that made you a little bit more confident about it. Great. So um, at the time when you were taking your IELTS examination, I mean, when you were sitting at the venue, you were taking the IELTS examination, what was going in your head? Were you nervous, having that anxiety? How were you feeling? So we actually want to know about it.
And I think that is like that's the same case for everyone who give the
Yeah.
give any exams, to be exact. But like when I entered, like the guard was so, nice with me. He's like, you could keep it here. Are you okay? But like I met like lots of people like inside the center. They were from different backgrounds, different age, going to different destinations, and they all shared their stories. And like eventually I got comfortable, and I was like, I'm not alone in this. Everybody is giving their best, so I should also give my best. And it's like, well, when like speaking is something that I fear, no. So during my speaking test, I was like, oh my god, I'm so scared. Like the teacher was also like, I was not like I was not familiar with the person I was speaking to.
Okay.
But I was like, let's just be myself. I continued to talk about what I love, like which university I want to go to, and what like inspires me and all. It's like I just was myself. I just had to be myself. I just have to, even if they're like, I of course I also messed up quite a bit. Like that is evident. But it's that even if you mess it up, you should have the confidence to just keep going, because
Exactly.
it matters that you are, just being yourself and being
Yeah.
calm and just not pretending.
True. So, you know what? This is the best thing I like about this examination. You don't have to struggle with what you're going to say. You get to be yourself. And again, examiner is not at all bothered about what you're saying, specifically when it comes to the content accuracy. So they don't actually care what you're saying. It's just that what they are actually concerned about is how you are presenting it, and that what makes it really good. And yeah, of course, you might have encountered a lot of people in the examination hall, and having this kind of a little bit of nervousness. What if I'm not better? What if the other person is better than me? But language, what makes you come up with a truly, yourself. What you are, so you are at your best, right? Amazing, great. So yeah, you scored 9 in reading and listening 8.5, which is amazing. What was your reaction after you saw your score?
Well, like everyone is like kind of, like they have like, oh my god, I cannot, like get a perfect score in this. Oh my god, how is that me? Is that my answer sheet? Like score sheet that they did get like mixed up with someone else. I was like, oh my god, am I that perfect in reading? Like a 9 out of 9 was something. I was like, now I need a party, guys. Give me a party.
Exactly. No, I truly get it. Having a 9 band score is actually a milestone, to reach. And I'm so proud of you. Great work. Amazing. So, as you already mentioned that I pushed you to speak further, like, how did that help you? If you could share some of the insight of how you want to, how you got that motivation, that push from my end, and how it helped you.
I remember like when I first joined the class, there were so many different people like from different age groups, and I was like, somebody like might judge me for it, or maybe if I speak wrong, they'll think that, oh my gosh, she doesn't know how to speak. But it was like everybody was also friendly, and you like made the space so like comfortable for me to speak up, and that I can be comfortable, like I can be confident. See, whatever I say, like I am there to improve, because the only one like I'm with the competition is me only.
Exactly.
Like I don't have to compare myself with another. I
Yeah,
have
true
to
that.
compare myself from like with my past self. And if I do compare myself like 5 months back, I think I've got more like confident, and I can speak more clearly than before.
Yeah, true that. I still remember when I was there in the session, you were speaking, and it was like you were a little nervous and you were hesitant. You were like, you were speaking the answer, but somewhere I could read your face, I could read your answer, and it was like, no, this is not how exactly you're supposed to speak. But yeah, eventually you've improved, and I'm really proud of it. And I'm like, being a teacher, that's the best part. What a teacher can get, is the one who's guiding you, you know. And being a student, you're actually implementing what all things your teacher has taught you. That's something what really good guru dakshina I would have got. Right? Okay, so yeah, this is how it works. Okay. Is there any moment in the session that you still remember?
No, I remember like before joining the class, like I
Okay.
had that introduction video, like introduction live 101 class with you for me
Okay.
to get familiar with it, so that
Mm-hmm.
I have to make the decision whether I want to join or not.
Mm-hmm.
I remember taking that class with you, and I was like, you were so warm and friendly, and I was like, I want to be taught by her. Like I think I can now do this because now I have her as my teacher, and so I like only requested you to be my teacher so that like I feel like, because again I said I am very scared by unfamiliar situations, but with you it felt like I've known you for so long, and I was like, I want to be taught by her, please like assign her as my teacher.
Okay, I mean, this is some kind of backstory I wasn't aware of. So, yeah, thank you so much for that. And I'm so glad to be your teacher, and that's really amazing. Okay. So, yeah, the one question, many students are actually scared of speaking or trying new things. So, what message would you like to deliver them?
Well, like there's this thing that I've read before, that if you fall, you're going to bounce back harder only. So like if you are very scared of speaking up, what's the worst you can what's the worst that can happen? You'll speak something wrong, or you will not speak fluently. But the thing is, now you will learn, because like I feel that whatever, even if you do mistakes, you do them so that you can like improve. If you have not, like if you don't try, and if you don't take the first step, how will you know that where you are stuck in? like like I have this thing that if I make a mistake, I feel guilty about it.
Yeah,
But then I'm like, if I had not made this mistake earlier, I wouldn't have learned from it.
true that.
So like all these faults and everything, it is just journey for you to grow.
Yeah,
Like just stop like filtering yourself, just be yourself,
exactly.
and just go and speak.
Amazing, great. Such an inspiration you are. Okay. I still remember you telling me that you've received some offer letters from some kind of colleges. Could you please elaborate on those colleges? I mean, which countries from like which country do those colleges belong? And yeah, if you could enlighten us with that.
Well, like I had to drop my plan for UG, but I got my offer letters from like from UK. I got from Durham University, Cardiff University, Queen's Mary University, and University of Bristol.
Okay.
And I also like received from US. I received from University of Arizona and University of Illinois Chicago.
Okay, great. So these were the university from which you've got your offer letters for your UG program, right? And later on. Okay, fine. Great, amazing. And yeah, I actually want to have a little bit insight on how the facility or the, I would say, the services that PW IELTS and TOEFL Prep has provided to you, how it helped. Like, did you take the mock test and the one-on-one session, the evaluation? How all exactly helped you? If you could just help me understand.
Like when I was like thinking of like going for like IELTS,
Hmm.
the only thing that kind of like stop like was in my mind was that I don't know how like it's going to happen.
Okay.
Like what all sections are there, how I have to do it, is it pen or paper or is
So,
it
like, you were
computerized?
total beginner,
Yeah,
right?
I was lost. I was like, which direction do I have to go to? So I feel like a teacher is there to give directions, and but sometimes there's like no, like they're so strict that you're scared to speak up.
Exactly.
So at physics wala, I felt like welcomed. I was like, the teacher's like, I am here to only help you. You can speak up, and like they helped me to be like they helped me familiarize with what I was going to face. So like if you're like if you're like if you know what is going to happen, you are going to
Exactly.
brace yourself for it.
Exactly. Exactly.
See, like the only thing that in life is that if you don't know, if you're in an uncertain place, you don't like you feel so stuck and like lost and all. But if you
Demotivated.
know, like if like not the timeline, but if you know like there's something that is going to be like happening right now, then you will be like, okay, I can do this.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just that uh, a little bit of guidance can help you be confident enough
And
to
like
prepare?
mock tests were also very helpful. Like for speaking was my main problem and writing as well, because I'm like I feel kind of like, what if I make a grammatical error and all, and
How
what
am
if
I
I don't
going to
have the
improve?
content to write?
Right.
Because the questions are very like very different than what I like we do in like classes at
Exactly.
school.
So, as far as what I remember, speaking is something which you can take when the teacher or the faculty is there with you or they are asking. Okay, so I believe we used to have like 1.5 hours of classes every day. Okay, and apart from that 1.5 hours, we don't actually, you guys don't actually have anyone, to practice your speaking. And in that case, we provide one-on-one sessions. Like, was that helpful to you? I mean, in
Yeah,
any
it
ways?
was, and like along with that, we the practice sheets you gave, that we could record ourselves and send it to you, and you
Yes,
will
that's the
evaluate.
evaluation ones.
Yeah, that was also helpful. Like even if you guys were not there,
Yeah,
like you were
exactly.
there, like not physically there though.
Yeah, exactly. We were there to guide you up. I mean, I still remember I used to say that you guys just have to record yourself
And
and
send it.
share it to it, and then my job starts, and I have to evaluate it and share it to you. Okay, yeah, that's great, amazing. So, any suggestion that you would like to give to the IELTS aspirants? Last moment suggestion or anything?
Well, just be confident, have a good meal, and also like for speaking, just like don't speak about general topic, like speak personally, something that you can speak a lot about, and just be yourself. And for writing, like it's like mostly graphs and all that you have to just explain that. It's something that I think you guys can do that. And for reading, it's like just skim through the paragraphs.
Yeah,
It's not that hard, but like if you're familiar with it,
true
like do
that.
the mock tests and all.
True
If
that.
you're familiar with it, you can easily ace it. And listening is something that I think patience.
Yeah, it's all about the patience. Not exactly, I would say patience, but yeah, concentration top notch
Yeah,
has to be there. Okay.
confidence.
So, yes, I mean, that was a really wonderful session with you, and I have got so much insight from a student perspective. And I would like to congratulate you once again for scoring 8 band score and 9 in listening, to be very precise. So, yeah, that's all, guys. We have successfully completed the podcast, and yes, I hope you guys are going to like it. And yeah, that's all. Thank you so much, Shraddha, for being here.
Thank you.